See, no! Come back! Show the people how cute you are! Oxy! Say hi! Say hi! Say hi! Hey, buddy! I swear, one day I think I'm just gonna do a whole video just about him doing things, because he's a puppy and he's adorable, and anyone who does not think that my dog is adorable is lying to themselves. Indirect. Like, honestly, I did not know how much my life would change after getting a dog, but I mean, it's for the better. He keeps me happy, and he, like, sleeps next to me at night sometimes, and my favorite thing in the world is when he, like, wakes me up in the morning. Like, okay, I don't like how early he gets up in the morning. He gets up around 7, but I really like it when he jumps on my chest, and he just, like, waits for me to get up. So, yeah. But anyways, welcome to part 3, in probably what's going to be a longer series than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was only going to be 3 videos. Probably it's going to be like 4, maybe 5. I don't know. I talk a lot, but that's okay, because if you're watching this, you signed up for that, and you know that already. So, anyways, again, happy Thanksgiving, even though on the day you're watching it and the day I upload this, it's not going to be on Thanksgiving. It's probably going to be some other day, but today was Thanksgiving, so I look nice. Anyways, buddy. Anyways, he's really spazzy. The next category that I have is friends and social life. So in the previous video, I mentioned that all my friends graduated. I wanted to maintain my friendships. I wanted to lean on my nursing friends. I wanted to get along with my housemates, because I'm kind of bitchy and standoffish, and I wanted to not be that way. And I was okay with my social life taking a dive because graduation, which was basically the theme of that video, and the theme of this video series is Kimmy is unemployed and single and sad. But I have a puppy. Like, my puppy is the cutest thing in the world. Yeah. So, what happened last year was I still got to see my friends quite often. I was even, like, I got to do a whole bunch of fun stuff with Meg and Jessica and even Brittany, which is awesome because, like, Brittany's a little bit harder since she lives far away. But, Meg, she actually spent the night a couple times in my apartment because she worked so close, and sometimes she would have a half day and she would come visit me, or maybe she wasn't working, but she was going to work the next day, so she would just sleep over at my house, and so that was really cool. Like, I got to see Meg a lot, and even with Jessica, like, I don't even know, like, some of the stuff that we did, but we did, like, I remember Vegan Oktoberfest, because, like, Jessica was a vegan. I think I was a vegan at that time too, or maybe I was just, no, don't step on that. Or maybe I was coming off of being a vegan, but, like, none of us had beer, but we just went for, like, veganism. And Megan, like, is a huge meat eater. But there was that, and then, God, oh yeah, and then after, like, Vegan Oktoberfest, we went to, like, the last bookstore. But with Jessica specifically, like, I'm so sorry, Jessica. I can't remember, like, specific things that just you and I did. I feel really bad. But I definitely hung out with them. And then, like, it was really nice, too, because the day of my graduation, Brittany was there. And so all 4 of us, we jumped into the pool with all our clothes on. We got pizza, and we even, like, watched some episodes of Sex and the City, which was a lot of fun. Oh, also, like, you know, we went to Cheesecake Factory for my graduation dinner, which was nice. But even though, like, these 3 girls, like, were kind of far-ish away, they were still very supportive of me, and I still love them very much. And Christmas is coming, and I really need to get everyone gifts. I, like, am not the best at that right now, because I don't know why, and I feel awful, but, like, hopefully, like, it'll be fine, and I'll be able to give everyone a kick-ass gift. So, yeah. I did write letters. I really like writing letters. I don't know why, I just enjoy it. I like mailing stuff. I think it's because I really like getting stuff in the mail. But I did write letters. And my nurse friendships got really strong. And like I have like 4 girls that I'm still really close with now, which is really nice. I kind of mentioned in a previous video of this that like I'm doing my best to be happy for when people get jobs, but I still get kind of sad because I'm not employed. But anyways, like I'm doing my best to be happy when people get jobs. I still like am in group messages and I still text my friends, and sometimes we hang out. Like the last one time, we and my friend, we went to the mall, which was really fun, and then another friend and I, we went to like Culver City and we went to a club. That was interesting. But yeah, like I still, I don't see them every day like I used to, but I'm still in contact with them, and like honestly, I'm so happy that they're happy with where they're working. And I'm really proud of them too. And it's hard, it's like hard to be sad about yourself when you're happy for another person, if that makes sense. Like there are times where I get really, really upset, but then like I'm so proud of them, and then when I remember to be proud of them, I'm not sad. That makes sense somehow. It does. When it came to David, because that was, the person I was like in love with at the time, it didn't really go very well. I mean, I came to realize that our friendship wasn't, like, we were friends, but it wasn't the way that I thought it was, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like I put more on our relationship or our friendship or whatever than he did. That's a lie. I definitely put more into the relationship and friendship than he did, like, hands down. Ask any of my friends. So, yeah, I wrote really help in this. I don't really know what that means, but I'm going to talk more about David under the dating section. I, like, hope he never finds it. He's probably, I don't even care. Like, he doesn't even, honestly, I can say anything about him and he wouldn't care. But I'm not going to say anything about him because he's still my friend and I don't want to be a jerk and I, like, care about his feelings. But, long story short, like, there's, like, I'm just gonna get back to him, but David's my friend now. Nothing more, ever. Okay, so when it came to my housemates, I actually got along great with my housemates. I still talk to 2 of them. Carmen is really awesome. She has her own YouTube channel, and I will link one of her videos down below because I love Carmen, and Carmen is amazing. Probably one of the best, one of the weirdest memories I will ever have from college is with Carmen. Like, there was this weird art thing in Long Beach that I really wanted to go to, and she went with me, and they had Krampus, like, someone dressed up as Krampus, and, like, I'm into that weird stuff, and Carmen really hates Krampus. Like, it's kind of, like, to me, it's, like, kind of funny that she, like, hates Krampus so much, but she's, like, actually really afraid of it. But, like, to me, it doesn't really make any sense, because, like, for me, Carmen's just a fearless person. But anyways, like, there was Krampus at this weird art thing I was at, and she, like, kind of hated it, so then afterwards we just kind of figured, oh, let's just drive around and do something. We ended up at a dive bar that was having, like, a music night, and it was, like, this guy, like, it was, like, this midget singing Screamo. So, like, that was just weird. Like, we saw Krampus, and then we witnessed midget Screamo. Like, it was awesome and funny and weird. And then the other one is, Justine. She, like, okay, so my second semester at Biola was really bad because there was, on top of the stress of me graduating, like, my apartment had, like, a whole bunch of plumbing issues, so me and Justine had to relocate to a different, we had to relocate to a different apartment for, like, a month because they were cleaning up our apartment. It was just awful and terrible, and I hated it, but that was like something that Justine and I had to do. And then, let's see. Then the last oh yeah, and then with Justine, like, you know, she had a boyfriend, and for the longest time I'm like, girl, when are you gonna get engaged? When are you gonna get engaged? And she finally got engaged. Like, it was so funny because, like, she was posting a whole bunch of pictures with her and her boyfriend, and every picture that I saw, I wrote, like, I commented, when are you getting engaged? And all that stuff, and joking with her. And I was, like, and it was okay for me to say that because she told me, like, oh, my boyfriend already talked to my parents about marriage, and, like, he bought a ring already. Like, so it was perfectly fine for me to ask her when she was getting engaged. And then eventually, like, I like wrote something like, hey, when are you getting engaged? And then she called me and she was like, he proposed, and I was so happy for Justine. And then the other girl that I lived with, Ani, she was the one that I, like, knew before any of them. I, like, didn't really see her very much, but I mean, she lived in the same room with me, and sometimes she talked in her sleep. So yeah. And then she went to Costa Rica for study abroad for the second semester. So the first semester it was all four of us, and then the second semester, like, Carmen, she she left Biola, but she stayed in the area, and then Ani went to Costa Rica for study abroad, and there was just me and Justine for the second semester. Isn't that right, buddy? And Justine has 2 Shih Tzus. That's important for you to know. Let's see, and another thing is, oh yeah, I still saw my friends. I went on self-dates, which I mentioned before. A couple memorable self-dates. One time, there was, like, a South Park expedition at some media museum in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, out of all places. Like, there was a South Park thing, and I went to that. So that was a lot of fun, because I'm a huge South Park fan. In fact, after I'm done filming this, I'm probably going to put my pajamas on and watch South Park, because I love South Park. I also went to the Museum of Broken Relationships. And if you are having, like, okay, so I'm into, like, that depressing type stuff, honestly, but if you are having issues in your relationship, or you are, like, sad over relationships, do not go there, because you will cry. I cried at the end, because, like, I came to realize that, like, I'm so sorry, David. I came to realize that, like, you know, even though I, like, was treating David as my boyfriend, and that, you know, I was doing all of this stuff for him, and, like, basically thinking that, like, we were gonna be together when I graduated, I came to realize that, like, no, that's not the truth. Like, David doesn't want to date me. He's like, made it clear in specific ways that he just wants to be my friend. And, like, I'm basically, like, forcing him to go out with me. And, like, there's this little confession book you can write stuff in, and I wrote stuff along those lines of, like, the person that I want to be with doesn't want to be in a relationship with me, but I'm just kind of forcing him, and he can't really say no, I guess. And as I was writing that, I just started bawling, and, like, I couldn't hold the pencil in my hand because I was crying so much. But I mean, it's a great museum, just don't go there if you're already sad like me. Yeah. Also, let's see. So, I saw all my friends at graduation, which was nice. So, like, San Diego went, and that was important to me, because it's been, like, 2 years since I saw San Diego. His girlfriend went too. Happy 3 years to you guys, by the way. Yeah, so Dean went to my graduation, which was really nice of him. David and D-Ron went. Brittany, like, she wasn't there at any of the ceremonies, but she did show up afterwards, and, like, Jamie and, like, everyone was there for my graduation, which was really, really nice. So, yeah. Okay, so the final, like, I'm going to make another video after this, but the final category I'm going to talk about is health. I wanted to eat healthier, and I was excited because I was able to make my own food because I had a kitchen. I was going to go vegan for a month. I didn't want to eat any processed foods. I wanted to eat like mainly fruits and veggies and just cook myself, especially chicken and fish. So, my fall semester I had a meal plan, but it was really small, and like I was able to make it work. But it was interesting because even though I had that meal plan, I didn't like eat all of the meals. And so my final semester, I just didn't have a meal plan, which was a lot better because A, it was cheaper, and like B, like I actually enjoyed cooking for myself. I came to realize that, oh, this is a lot of fun, and even like now at my dad's, I cook for myself. I did go vegan for a month. I was actually really proud of myself that I was able to do that. Sometimes I wasn't able to do full vegan, but I was able to do like mainly vegetarian. Like there was a couple times where I ate something and I didn't know it had cheese in it, but still, like I went vegan for a month and I was very proud of myself, and I celebrated with a steak. So at the end of, like, there's this steakhouse that I always wanted to go to since like I first saw it my first day of Biola. It was like right across the street from my apartment, and yeah, it's called Morton's. I finally got to go. So my dad paid for it, and honestly, like my dad wasn't so happy when I went vegan for that month, but he took me and he was happy that I was no longer vegan. But that steak was really good, and kind of part of the reason why I decided to go vegan was because I noticed that I gained some weight, and so I actually lost a couple pounds, and I was able to fit in this dress that I wanted to fit into. I called it my goal dress because it was really cute. I got it at the Sugar Pills yard sale from Miss Kika, and it's an Iron Fist. The brand is Iron Fist, but it's My Little Pony print, and so it almost fit me, but not really, and part of the reason why I went vegan was so I could be able to fit in that dress, and I did, and I wore that dress when I ate my steak. I was so happy, so proud of myself, and so I feel like going vegan for a month reset my weight to what I was, and I think like the year before, maybe I used to like stress eat or something like that, but I weighed more the year before, and so like when I went vegan, I was able to set my weight to what I was previously. So that's good. So the main reason why I don't like being vegan is that it's not necessarily cooking for myself, because cooking for yourself is easy. But the thing I didn't like about being vegan is that it was so difficult to hang out with people, because I always had to be the person who was like, oh, like, is there any vegan options here? Or are you sure, like, is there stuff I can eat when we go out? Like, I hated being that person. And even my dad, like, he was, like, I can tell how disgruntled he was over it, because he was like, why? But still, like, it's just hard to hang out with people, and that's the bad thing about being vegan. So I think maybe in the future, when I'm at home and I'm cooking for myself, I'll be vegan, but then when I go out with my friends, I'm just gonna eat whatever. My mom did make me a whole bunch of food while I was vegan, so I was eating lentil curry for a month, which got really, I mean, I love her that she cooked for me, but she just cooked so much. And then I've discovered that soy riso is amazing. I used to, like I said in the previous video, that like fake meat does not taste like meat, and you could tell it's fake meat. That is true for the most part, but when it is true for the most part, but when it comes to soy riso, that stuff tastes amazing, and it tastes pretty much like the real thing, and I highly endorse soy riso. So yeah, that is this video. The next topic for the next video will be dating, and have fun with that, because I always have a lot to say. So yeah, thank you for watching, and Oxy, say hi. Oxy, I love you, buddy.